Hi guys, how to change our belief system is what we all want, isn't it? Imagine that you've been diagnosed from, I don't know, multiple sclerosis and you've been years and years having that. How did you change your belief system from I have multiple sclerosis to I'm completely healthy and vital, there's nothing wrong with me? It's a massive shift. But let's understand what um, our metrics instructions within the body are. Whenever we are born with a DNA code and blueprint, which is based in a genetic disposition according to the matrix code. So that's when people say to me, "Oh, I've got a choice. I can choose to drink Fanta or Coke." No, the choice has already been made by the matrix, guys. I remember that before I got enlightened, I used to just eat junk because I had the same body. I never put on weight. I'm very fortunate. My skin is very good. So it had no effect on, because that's what my reality. I thought that, I could eat what I want and I was fine. So I didn't like salad. I didn't like fruit. I didn't like healthy food. My goodness. And my coach said to me, how do you know what you like or you don't know when you have not been free? Now that you are getting free, you need to try those things. And now I just love vegan food and healthy food. I love salads. I love smoothies. I love fruit. I can't believe that, that things that I used to dislike so much before, now I like them so much. I used to highly dislike cooking. Now I love cooking. So basically, your instructions change as you awaken. And the best, fastest way of obviously changing that DNA code or blueprint, which again are a series of automated patterns that they're running your body, is your thoughts. Because without the thought, you cannot have multiple sclerosis. If your memory is deleted right now and you don't know that you are ill and you look all right, you probably actually could be fine because you don't know that if the thought is not implanted to say that you are ill, then you are okay. It's a little bit with how many people are getting cancer, isn't it? It's just because we are conditioning that cancer is one of two in our lifetime we get cancer. That is a lot of people. It's not true, obviously, no, they exaggerate things to make people in fear. And also, for example, your family had breast cancer or had, prostate cancer, you are going to be more fearful and think, oh my God, I might get cancer. I need to do a checkup. So those are instructions that you are born with. When people fear certain things, fear, for example, of public speaking, or fear if somebody will, insult them if they put a post somewhere. There's a lot of fear about that. I mean, I couldn't care less. I never even did before I got enlightened. For me, people in this world didn't know what they were talking about, so I never took any notice out of them. And now, well, everybody's unconscious like a zombie, so, it doesn't matter what they think, in all honesty. So, for me, one of the reasons why I invested so much time on the rapid record brain method was because it was the faster way of changing somebody's instructions. And you see, there is this aspect of ourself. You can call it the higher self, the superconscious, the source within, however you gonna call it. In my books, I call it the superconscious. That we actually is the one who actually created the structures of the matrix. So the matrix instructed the superconscious to make us the way I am. I look like this because of my instructions. So we can actually, if we know the instruction taught to these aspects and gradually change the instructions. Obviously, that's not going to happen in one instruction because, we've got a set of instructions that we are born with. And then obviously the metrics keep us with those instructions through the conditioning, the media and all of that, and the frequency brain waves and the medication and all the chips implanted through the medication as we take it within our bloodstream. So that is how they keep those instructions alive through and via repetition. So that code that they use to keep us in fear and at the mercy of the matrix, it is the code that I use to change your instructions. The person who actually brought this to a light in 1920, or a long time ago, 40, it was Gary Flynn. He was a psychotherapist and he just got fed up that, doing psychotherapy wasn't helping people. It wasn't really resolving the issues. And he was a very enlightened soul and very spiritual. So he tapped into the source, and the source started telling downloaded information of how to change the instructions. So he started using that on clients with incredible results. Some of them in 3 months they were okay. Some of them with more severe mental illnesses or health issues. It might have taken 1 or 2 years. Regardless of that, as soon as he started treating them, people began to feel stronger and felt the difference. He wrote 2 incredible books, but those books, they were written by somebody with an incredible mind, and so many people have bought those books and nobody actually understands them. So I finally got the books, and I needed the source to actually help me download what the information meant. And what I did is I got the book, simplified it to the maximum, and gave you the exact instructions of how to change your instructions. And they work for everything. Like, I'm healthy, from I'm ill all the time to I'm healthy, I'm vital, I'm tired, I've got a lot of energy, I'm lonely, and I'm not very good having relationships, to I've got an amazing fulfilled relationship, and really I'm old, I'm aging, I'm getting tired. No, I'm rejuvenated. I don't age, guys. I rejuvenate every single day. I've got more energy. It's getting beyond ridicule what I can do in one day. Is channeling the source. I don't stop. I'm always doing something. I can't. It's boring for me to stop. I need to be doing something. But also remove barriers, for example, barriers of I don't have any money. As well, when people say to me, I don't have any money to pay for this, and say, I really want you, Amor, to help me, but that's when you have to go for it. And a while back, I had £1 on my account, and I had a choice. The benefit system was going to give me some money to help me out, and I could get that money to pay for food and clothes. And what I did is I paid in installments for me to learn how to do the rapid record method, because there was a qualification and I thought I had to be qualified. Then I found out that it was just it was a waste of time, because they didn't actually give you the right record. They give you a record that you need to keep on going, and it doesn't really work very well. So basically, but anyway, I made that choice, but I did aligned. And what happened after that, you couldn't believe it. My money just came pouring as if by magic. People just kept giving money, charities kept giving money. If I had fear, I said, oh no, I need money for food, I need money for clothes, then I would have stayed in a scarcity for the rest of my life, which is what most people do. Most people fear aligning and trusting that person who's actually gone through the journey and done it. That's my cat. Timmy, come and say hola. Say hola. So she's beautiful. Say hello. Hello, Travis. She wants to go out. She wants to go out, but it's still snow, and then she goes, gets bored, comes in, and then she looks at me, and then she wants to go out again, and then she gets cold and come in, and the whole day up and down, opening the door. It keeps me amused. I've got lots of energy, and she knows, so she uses and abuses me as her mother. So anyway, I've written the book. It's called The Rapid Automated Brain Record Method. Yeah, and this book, all you need to do is actually, it tells you an introduction, it tells you what it is, and then it goes straight into doing the treatment, and it's in bold, and all you need to do is read the bold bits. That's it. That's how you begin to change the instructions. People said to me, well, Amor, you're very connected to your superconscious, to the source. So obviously you get answers, because you need to ask questions. You need to start removing the barriers. So what we do is, for example, let's say that you've got resistance to actually making money and retaining that money and being wealthy. So basically what we are going to do is we invite all those aspects, sub-personalities, parts of you were disconnected from you. We wake them up. We bring them to the active experience or the main personality. And we tell them, look, do you want to be treated? Let's remove the barriers. What barriers have you got? And there's a list of different barriers. So they boost you each barrier one by one as you remove the barriers. You keep doing that. Yeah, you only need to do it once a week. I like doing it daily. The faster, the better. And my goodness, you believe start changing, because what I do is I instruct the superconscious the same way that the media, with the herpes are constantly conditioning, you might get cancer, you need to go to the doctor, together we can beat cancer, blah, 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 blah. What I do is I play in your unconscious. You don't hear it. I can if I tune in when I instruct my mind. You put instructions like I'm healthy and bad, I'm healthy and bad, I'm healthy and bad, and they're playing constantly in your unconscious, to you suddenly, oh my God, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm healthy and vital. And this is what I keep telling people, that they come to the gate and they say they've got this ailment and they're unwell, and I say, I mean, why don't you on earth don't you get the book? It's not like if it's expensive. Karen Free charged quite a lot for his books. Mine are so much more simplified and they're so much cheaper. They are on soft cover format. It's not on PDF because you really need the manual. You want to. It's how it works best with the manual there, so you can read it and you can help others. Animal Kingdom, the record, you accepted absolutely brilliantly. You can do that to children. I don't use vet for fleas or for worms. I just record the resistance of the condition in this world to having fleas or worms, and she hasn't got either. She's actually shiny. She's got a really beautiful coat. She's such a beautiful baby, but she's recorded constantly 24/7, totally protected. So am I. Jamor, Jamor used the same record, but he used the ancient language of the Egyptians. He just knows everything. I mean, when he does it, I have no idea what he's talking about. He's speaking a language I've never heard or understood. But it's a little bit more powerful than mine. I have to be humble. He's an expert on mental illnesses for the right personalities, and removing intruding fields. So we treat our clients together. I see the client every day, and then we record them every day. He does that. It's very fast. And he helps me. He works part-time with me, and he's always part of the job. He's a trader. He does trading because it's the fastest way to make money. And we want to go to Africa and help the third world countries. So we need cash. So he's doing that for the next, I don't know, year or so, or 2 years. So yes, guys, you have nothing to lose. Imagine if you get that book, start reading. All you need to do is to read it. You don't even need to understand it. Once you read it, something happens to your mind. It's already recorded in your brain. It's doing something. It's changing the structures. You read that every day and you see the amazing results. Obviously, it's better if somebody who's an expert like myself and Jamor does it. But, if you fear not having the money and you've got all these barriers, we understand. Then get the book and read it. But, don't be there suffering. What's the point when the tools are there? Can you not see that the matrix is deceiving you? It's stopping you from achieving full health and achieving the higher wisdom? Yeah? You must have haven't got the time. I haven't. Of course you've got the time. Time is an illusion. It's where your focus go. I've got plenty of time to do what I got because my focus is on awakening people. So I've got plenty of people to connect with all of them, to give them my advice, I connect with new people every day, video message. Yesterday at 1 a.m. I was talking to somebody, and then at 3 a.m. somebody wanted to speak to me. So those are my pajamas, but I put my dressing, I start chatting. I said, it's 3 a.m. in the UK. You had a really good chat. That person needed help, So, guys, come on. I don't know how else I can say it. Maybe if I speak Chinese, people will get to listen. All of you at the gate should be conscious aware that you need these tools. Yeah? It's don't know. I'm gonna leave this one to the source. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna do the science video till next video. Goodbye.